Imagine for a moment that no matter what you do, say, or even think, your family and friends call you a bad person. Would you like to be around them? Probably not, and rightfully so. Well, the same goes for men in the dating scene. As a man, you have invested a lot in your fitness, finances, education, and more, but the girls you meet don't tick all your boxes. They may be hot, but they're also rude, self-absorbed, entitled, and more. They're far from being wife or dating material. Still to this day, many guys think of women as objects, but other men are getting more finicky because under the flesh, there might be an ugly soul. The rise of MGTOW, monk mode, passport bros, and more is nothing but a consequence of men waking up to the dating scheme scam, meaning that men are not tolerating stupidity even if the girl is hot as hell. It's about time modern women learn what accountability is.
But it is scary for women as well to create a family in these days with these kind of men. There's a lot of men are behaving like women and women are behaving like men.
Right.
So we are chasing the bag, yes, because we met a lot of men. They are just like fuck boys, and they just wanted, they pretend to lure you in with, presents and love bombing.
But you realize, we choose the men that are fuck boys. We choose them because we overlook 80% of men.
Do you know how many fuck boys are out there?
Well,
and many good
okay.
guys
So
are there.
When I think,
let me know. I'm interested.
So
let me know where.
When I think of a fuck boy, I think of a guy that's talking and sleeping with multiple girls, right? Would you say that's what you would define as?
Okay. I had a fuckboy who was only sleeping with me, but...
In today's video, guys, you'll get to know the ins and outs of women who hate accountability, why men are increasingly sick and tired of this crazy dating scene, and what solutions men are coming up with to enjoy themselves even without women. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Mattman. He said, "Don't cohabitate either. Courts view it as marriage without the wedding." You're absolutely right, and others also rightfully pointed this fact out. Depending on your local laws, even avoiding marriage doesn't mean you're safe. Thank you for the sage advice. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, guys, as it helps a lot. And now, back to the video. Embrace your masculinity. The woman from the last clip is pretty much a reflection of what most modern women are up to these days. They sleep around, allow the boys to hit basically for free, and once these guys ghost them, it's all the man's fault. Oh, and let's not forget the classics, aka men ain't shit, man just wants some pussy, where are the nice guys at, and the like. Well, if you only choose a certain type of man, don't think you'll get different outcomes. Despite the rise of self-development and all the cheesy quotes, modern women don't understand the one attributed to Einstein. Namely, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Well, if these chicks do the same thing over and over again, or rather do the same kind of guy, how on earth will they get them to commit? Not in a million years. It's okay if it happens just one time because, we're all naive at some point and need to learn the hard way. For real, we're humans, ergo we make mistakes. However, as they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's interesting how these quotes and sayings are a core element of our culture, yet no one ever seems to put the teachings into practice. Another example, being a 304 has severe consequences, yet some women still prefer objectifying themselves.
If any young women are watching, please do not model your lifestyle after her. Thank you very much.
And that's from the Christian man.
Yes, I'm looking out for you young ladies. If you
I'm
ever,
not judging
if
you.
That's fine, but if you ever want to get married, there's a lot of young girls out there who want to get married someday. If pictures of yourself doing sexual things are all over the internet, your husband and your kids will not appreciate that.
What are your kids going to think of this?
I think Northwest is doing just fine.
Northwest?
Yeah, she's living her life.
Kanye's, yeah.
Yeah, she's doing great with her mom.
I mean, given the option between a mom who has porn on the internet versus one who doesn't have porn on the internet, I would prefer if all of my friends couldn't see my mom fucking other dudes and sucking their dicks.
I still
No
consider
guy wants
myself a
that.
Christian. I still consider myself a Christian. I believe that Jesus died on the cross for my sins, and I'm not a fucking judgmental person like you.
The Christianity part is indeed quite telling. When shit happens to modern women, they resort to manipulation tactics and try to call men names. And by the way, telling young ladies not to act like 304s and post it on social media is a great piece of advice. Honestly, I don't think any decent mother would tell her daughter that objectifying herself is positive. Back to the quotes, we all know but no one applies, you get what you give. Therefore, if a woman objectifies herself on the internet and in real life, she cannot expect men to treat her like a queen. Let's not forget that gentlemen are very scarce as opposed to men who want to bang women left and right and perpetuate the hookup culture. When you speak of certain sites where women sell pics and videos of themselves doing certain things, people tend to think you exaggerate and should be more tolerant. This is quite funny because most MGTOWs, despite not agreeing with this decay, are not telling anyone what they should do with their lives. That's why it's called men going their own way, and not men going someone else's way. The reason why these topics are very hot right now is because of things like this. Take a look. A poor, innocent daughter had to change schools because her mom had certain pics and videos on the internet. To make matters worse, the 42-year-old mom named Carrie Katona has 5 children from her 3 marriages and started working as a model in July 2013. Thanks to this subscription site, you know what I'm talking about, she's made a fortune. And look, I'm not saying it's all her fault, but she should recognize that whatever is uploaded will stay there forever. And people are judgmental whether you like it or not. You know, just like modern women thinking that making a 6-figure income is easy or the norm. Anyway, accountability is a word most girls are not familiar with. In this particular case, they just shame the daughter's classmates for being rude, which is partly understandable, but they're not shaming the mother for objectifying herself. Why shouldn't these modern chicks encourage this mother to get a job where what matters is her skill set and mentality and not just her body? Well, money rules, so if uploading pics is more profitable, though not that positive for her kids, she just does it. Stupid, I know, but speaking of accountability, on this channel we don't just call women names. That would be brutally unfair and biased. Many men are still so thirsty that they do anything to get some. However, some men do want to take things slow, not objectify women and treat them respectfully, and shockingly, some women freak out when a guy doesn't want to hook up.
And it went pretty well, except we didn't do anything, and that really threw me for a loop. Like, we've been talking for a while, and even on the date, we got along super well. We talked the whole time, and, yeah, no, we just didn't do anything. Like, we didn't kiss, we didn't hook up, nothing, you know? The date ended, and then we said our goodbyes, and then we continued talking afterwards, and it just really puzzled me. And I realized that's because I haven't had a date in a really, really long time. Not even just a date, just like a regular conversation with someone that I was attracted to that didn't have some kind of like physical undertone.
This goes to show that both the men she met and she chose were for obvious reasons, and it's not building a beautiful family and successful marriage. The men she dated just thought of her in some type of way, and she accepted that. However, when a guy is respectful and doesn't make huge physical advancements, she's lost.
Who controls access to sex, men or women?
Women.
Yeah, woman. Woman, obviously.
Yeah, so I would say hookup culture, if we want to see hookup culture stop, because women kind of control when sex happens, so do you have anyone to blame but yourselves on that one? You know? Thoughts? Okay, crickets, here we go. Okay, so, and also,
all in all, and back to what I said before, we're not here to just blame women. Both genders have done their part, but here's the thing. Women control access to intimacy and even acknowledge it. Still, it's way more fun to sleep around than to keep things slow and build healthy relationships. You know, it's still the man's fault always, duh. Jokes aside, we could talk about modern women's childish mentality for hours, but you get the idea. Stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? What other things do women say or do to prove that they have no accountability? Is their lack of accountability a reason not to date anymore? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.